Yesterday I talked about a conversation that I had with a friend about the topic of God doesn't give us more than we can handle. And at the end of our conversation, she said something along the lines of, "So my mother lied to me all this time?" And while I wouldn't want to accuse anybody's mother of lying, I do think that sometimes the sayings that have been passed down to us, while they might sound good, aren't really biblical. And another one that I remember my mother and my grandmother saying to me is, "God helps those who help themselves." And there have even been surveys where many Americans have said that that comes from the Bible. And the reality is, it doesn't come from the Bible. And in fact, what the Bible tells us is that God helps those who recognize they can't help themselves. A verse that we've been coming back to again and again over these last few months is Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in time of trouble. We know that God promises to be our help. And beyond that, the Bible tells us how we get help from him. And that is by going to him in prayer. Hebrews 4:16 says, "So let us come boldly to the throne of our gracious God. There we will receive his mercy, and we will find grace to help us when we need it most." We find help not in thinking that we can pull ourselves up by our bootstraps or just put more elbow grease into it. We find help as we recognize that without God, we can't do the things that we're often faced with. First of all, we can't save ourselves. That salvation only comes through Jesus Christ. And second of all, to meet all of the challenges of our lives, God says, "I'm here to help. Recognize that you can't do this alone and come to me. I will be your very present help in time of trouble."